Yo, hold on. Before we actually continue with the video, I need to give you this warning that the video is gonna contain spoilers. Yes, spoilers of the first act. I had to say that. Now, with that being said, we can proceed. The game immediately drops us in a dark room where a shadowy figure reveals its eyes to us and says,
"Another challenger? It has been ages. Perhaps you have forgotten how this game is played. Allow me to remind you. Play the squirrel card. Now play your stoat. Stoat costs 1 blood. Sacrifices must be made. An honorable death. Play the stoat. Wolf requires 2 sacrifices. You do not have enough. Ring the bell to end your turn and commence combat. Your stoat stands unopposed. The number on the bottom left is its attack power. Your stoat dealt me 1 damage. I added it to the scale. You win if you tip my side all the way down. Like this. My turn. Your stoat stands in the way of my coyote. My coyote dealt 2 damage to your stoat. That means your stoat's health is 2 less. If a creature's health reaches 0, it dies. It's your turn again. You may draw from your deck or you may draw a squirrel. The choice is yours. How reckless of you. Because you are learning, I will pass. You have drawn all the creatures from your deck. A squirrel is your only choice. You dealt 1 damage, so I put 1 weight on the scale. Pass. The river snapper demands 2 sacrifices. 1 card per turn. Don't be greedy. You have won this match. They won't all be so easy. Let me recall your story. Ah, yes. You were lost deep in the forest. A single path revealed itself.
so that was basically the tutorial. We learned how the game works, how you are supposed to summon, how you're supposed to defeat the shadowy figure, and now he presented us with a map. The map is currently linear, because I'm assuming we're kind of still in the tutorial, so still trying to teach us a couple of stuff. But I got experience from playing another game called The Slay the Spire, so it's kind of the same idea so far. There's points of interest on the map, and at the end of the map there's gonna be a boss. What's interesting enough is most of these points of interest actually benefit you. I don't think I've ever encountered any of them that impacted me negatively. There's usually one that buffs the card, or they give you an items, or it's the trader. And then there's the combat, which you can't avoid anyway. You have to do them, at least one of them, I think, every map until you reach the boss. So I'm gonna fast forward and we're gonna move to the first encounter where there was slight difficulty.
Behold my totem. It inscribes my canine cards with the airborne seal. Enough.
So basically, the totem next to the boss buffs the canine monsters that he has, allowing those canines to ignore my monsters and go straight for me, which will affect the scale directly. Basically, I have no way to defend against it other than killing it.
My totem has granted my coyote the power of flight.
So my mistake here that I put my stoat in front of a canine that has that buff, and my stoat also has that buff. So both of them are gonna ignore each other and go straight for the users. Therefore, I don't benefit. I'm actually losing 1 damage. Because the canine actually does 2.
You have lost. Using this as a learning opportunity may be the only way to mitigate my disappointment. Get up. Get up from the table. Fetch me the candlestick from atop the barrel beside the door.
Okay, this caught me off guard. I actually thought this game is gonna be a roguelike card game like the Slay the Spire, but seems like there's a twist. You can actually move around the cabin. You still can't see the shadowy figure, but there seems to be puzzles that you have to do throughout the room. Not sure what they give you yet, but we're gonna find out soon enough.
Bring it here. Now sit back down. Let me explain something to you. That was one of the 2 mistakes you can make here. If you make another, I must sacrifice you. Now, where were we?
Okay, so it seems we lost 1 life already, and we now have a way to know how many life remaining, or how many lives we have, which is the candles. They show us how many lives or attempts we have until, I don't know, I guess we're gonna be sacrificed from what he said. Yeah. And there's also the puzzles in the room that I have no clue yet what we're supposed to do about. But as we play, we're gonna see, ain't we? So let's go back to the map. Yeah, I did not fail to notice also that the stoat seems to be a character, not just a regular card that actually helps you in combat. Here, for example, look what he has to say.
Be silent, or I will tear you to shreds.
He's basically saying that we have to explore the cabin more, but silly me did not actually take his advice. I instead continued exploring the map by going forward and meeting our first boss.
The trees seemed too close and around you as the chill has descended, and the distance, you could hear the clinking of metal on stone. A hobbled figure stood in your path. Wow! It was the Prospector.
So, according to this taunt, the boss is actually easy. So I took his words this time around. Little did I know he's gonna be my downfall because of a mistake I did, not because of this taunt, but because of my own very mistake. And I am pretty sure you know the mistake that I did. As soon as I started, I placed this toad in front of the coyote. And guess what? My coyote took damage. So now, instead of me sacrificing my toad with a squirrel to summon a wolf that will kill the coyote and then empty the space in front of it to do damage to the boss, I instead wanted to keep my toad alive for some reason, which does not benefit me. That will cause another issue. The issue is my toad died, and when it died, I didn't even think for a second. I just wanted to pull another squirrel to summon a wolf. But instead, I actually pulled a monster. Now I'm kind of screwed. I don't deal damage to the boss. And the boss is gonna have enough damage for me. Even if I summon a wolf, which I'm gonna do. There's no way to win this. It's over. He's gonna do way more damage than I do to him. So the scale is gonna tip in favor of him. And now that the donkey moved to the right, the donkey's buff is every turn, when that turn ends, he's gonna move into the direction that his buff currently says. So it's right. So the wolf killed the coyote and the donkey moved, or the mule moved to the right, preventing the wolf from doing damage the next turn. So basically I'm gonna be doing 0 damage. He's gonna do 4, and that's game over.
You aren't dead yet. This isn't a purgatory. Though you may think of it that way. Before you expire, I must ask you a favor. I would like a memento. Your very own death card. Quite plain at the moment, isn't it? We will work together to amend that. I want this to be the perfect memento for you. Here are some cards from your mediocre deck. Please choose a card to draw the cost from. A cost of 3 blood from the grizzly. And another. This time I will use its power and health. The numbers. Now choose a card from which we will extract the sigils. I never did ask your name. There is now but one final matter. The portrait. Are you ready? No need to smile.
And that's it. That was actually my first loop. Wasn't bad. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have anything you want me to improve in my next video, which will be the continuation of this story, please leave it in the comment section. And if you enjoy the video and you would like to be notified, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you.